Okay, and welcome to the NKRT Elite Division at the British Grand Prix, home of Silverstone, just down the road from me. Pleased to welcome you today. So let's have a run through of the grid. We got SL Man, we have Ghost out on track as we speak. We've got Detox, Snidey, Clean Racer, Saria, Evil Jupiter, and then Eddie as well. Looks like Saria is coming out onto track there in the BMW M6. Stunning looking car, doing well this season with the good setups. And Silverstone, very setup dependent track. And it's important to get that setup right, get the diff setup right to really make a difference here. It's good to see that BM in that distinctive yellow livery out on track today. Got Clean Racer as well in our SLS AMG. First car produced by AMG solely without Mercedes-Benz's input. It's lovely to see that out on track. Detox out in the yellow, green and red Lamborghini, running a bit wide there. Tyres are still cold, probably on hards, I'd imagine. The car's looking set up, very, very fast car when he strings it all together. There we go, Ghost in a Lambo as well. Lambo's seeming really quite popular now in this series. Clean Racer's teammate, Slyman, did a brilliant job commentating before. So good to see him out on track. Very, very fast racer. Got good stability in that car. Evil Jupiter still in the pits, and Eddie out on track, my teammate in the McLaren. So welcome to our viewers. Thank you for joining us. Feel free to enter in the chat box. Any comments would be fantastic to have in there, so we can have a chat back and talk about what's going out on track, who your money is on today. Let's see how Reload is doing. Reload's doing okay in that Ferrari, getting his tyres warmed up now, and it's good to have him there as well. Let's have a look at the Speedo as well. See where we're braking and where we're getting there. So he's getting those tyres right. Very tricky corner here, very easy if the brakes aren't balanced to get that oversteer. And then into here, very slow corner. Got to be so patient on the outfield, getting back out of this corner. Really choosing where to put that throttle down. Very easy to spin there as well. And no times on the board yet, all getting that outlap, getting those tyres up to fuel, up to temperature. See the fuel in there, 11.7. So running a very light fuel, probably around the 5 meters there. And it looks like Evil Jupiter has had problems with his power. Shame to see him go out as well. I want to get a map view on here. Let's have a look at where people are on the track. So it looks like we have Eddie coming up in first. Eddie must have started on the back of the pits, set that timer out already. But it'd be interesting to see where SL Man is going to get on the board. So there we go. That's SL Man coming round down the old pit straight, confusing me there. Who have we got? It must be Hisaria coming round. Saria's coming up for a bit of traffic. Is he going to move out of the way for him? Snidey out in front of him. Snidey looking like he's hitting that rev limiter. I'm not sure what's going on there, Snidey. We heard that last week. So there we go. Ghost on the entering the times 2:05 straight away. Good opening lap there, good solid performance. I'm sure he's going to be knocking some time off there. Be very surprised if he doesn't. There we go, setting up for that first gear. Onto the first little straight. Looks nice and planted there. 3 viewers, welcome. If you are new to NKRT's challenge, feel free to say hello in the chat box. Remember, you can find us on Discord if you want. Add me, NKRT Thor, to the group, and we will be happy to get you on Discord, and you could be racing next week with us. So thank you for joining us. Where have we got? Clean Racer setting in a 207, getting those tyres up. I think he's probably going to be running hard. Doesn't help when he's got 44 litres of fuel in there. So he's steadily got a full tank of fuel, probably from Monday night's practice. Eddie's still coming round. Here we go. Let's see where Eddie's. I'm sure he's going to improve on that 231. Where have we got that time? Yep, goes to 208. And Snidey we see there with a 201.778. So a good solid performance there from Snidey, so well done. Hey Badger, my friends, hello mate, how are you? It's good to see you there. I do want you commentating with me one week. It's very lonely on this without a commentator. It'd be good to have you on there. But Eddie there powering out of that corner. It's good to have him there. Who have we got coming round? I want to see some Asaria setting some good times. As per usual, I'm sure he's going to be well down on there. Do like that M6. SL looking planted. He's going to be setting that up now. Here we go. He looks very planted, very smooth through there. Back on the power after the little bump, and he's back out. Now he looks like he's going to have a bit of a run. There we go. He's warming up the tyres, getting that ready. Again, reloads looking good. A good time there. Taking off some time in that first sector. I wonder how he's going to do. In third place with a 204. A good solid performance on the opening laps. Running a light fuel load. Badger, that'd be great to have you on board next week. I'll need a fellow commentator. Monaco next week, so that's going to be a very interesting race. I'm going to expect to see quite a few people in the barrier next week. Got to be clean there and stay out of the way of people spinning in front. There we go. Reload setting up a good time. Coming the end of sector 2. He was 0.171 up on his time before. Where can we see this coming through? Let's have a look. So slow. They lost a bit of time through the complex there. Everything to make up. Now, still got Snidey in first, Cesaria in second, Ghost in third, Reload fourth, Eddie fifth, Clean Razor sixth, and SL in seventh place there. And I want to go back to SL. He must be coming up to his lap there. Let's see if Reload can improve his time there. It's back on the power. Nice and clean exit there, flat through there. Tiny bit of a lift there, which is surprising. There we go, slight improvement there. Doesn't move up, but he's not got far to Ghost. It's going to be close between those two. Oh, look, we got a new hashtag. It's not the barrier's fault. I want to see that trending next week. That should be a good fun. There we go. Ghost is now pipped Asaria. So, well, good rhyme for Ghost there. Wow, he's flat through there. Doing well, considering the Lambo's not got much front downforce. First gear, back on the power, stopping that car rotating too much. Late apex in there, and then back on the power. That Lambo's got some grunt behind it, and he's making use of that. Asaria in the pits in a third place with a 203, but Snidey's still out in front. Snidey's doing well here down the back straight. I wonder if he's improving at all on there. He's got still 1.2 seconds in front of first place, which is fantastic. It's a good result. And back on the brakes, hard braking. And back on the power. I want to see that improving. There you go, Detox. Getting the 2 minutes, sneaking up on me there. I completely missed that. Snidey again improving his time, but he's got a long way to get Detox. Detox has really stamped his mark now with this. Let's go and have a look at Detox around here. Is he going to be faster into the first sector? Here we go. Is he going to improve on that split? I'd like to say he is, but let's have a look. Yes, he's up again. This 159 is certainly in reach for him. Let's see if he can do it. Bit messy in the entry there, but holding it steady. Patience is the game around that corner. Very easy to lose it there. Italian car, British Racing, British Racing Association, BRCA on the sticker on the top. I had a British track, so it's good to see. Setting the pace there. Looks like he's making some gains. Probably Clean Racer in front. I want to see, let's have a look, see how he gets through here. Looks like he's on the limit. Bit of oversteer coming on. Nice little slide. Back on the power. Nice and early. Here we go. Into sector 2. Is he going to break the 59? Oh, he's on par for it. Can he boot it now through here? This is going to be a good lap for him. He's just got to keep it clean in the next couple of corners. On the brakes, turning in. Back on the power, feeding it in. So gentle on the power. I think that's really where he's got that advantage. And it's showing now. Here we go. We're going to break the 2-minute mark. Bit scrappy through there. Take a bit more too much curb than I'd like to see, but he's back on the power, ready for that pit straight. Is he going to do it? This is the burning question. Are we going to see the first person drop into the 159? Unfortunately not. Lost a bit of time through there. Probably not on the power quick enough. Let's see how SL Man's doing. Running a bit wide there. Is he going to get penalised for that? Really taking and he's pushing it to its limit now. Oh, bit of slow getting out of there. Here we go. Now he's on the power. Not sure he's got stiff enough springs there. We look like the back's riding back, but as long as it's ready for him, pulls off the track, pulls out the side. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Interesting driving. Snidy's not going to be letting this go. I guarantee you'd want that first place, if not second. He's not far behind SL Man. Let's see how Eddie's doing. And now this is going to be a battling going into here. Are we going to see it nice and clean? We've got 7 minutes left on the clock, and we're seeing some good times. It looks like Eddie's returned to the pits, just as we said it. Now Reload is back in, lucky to get back in there, and it looks like Evil Jupiter's the problems with his power in America. Let's hope he's not down in the hurricane thing and all nice and safe. Detox, good timings from here, but can he keep it consistency in the race? Pole's very good, it's going to gain him an extra point there. And I think Clean's got another 3 seconds in that. He's got to keep his times. Oh, it looks like he's having a bit of difficulty with track limits. Murphy thinks so too. Let's keep this on Clean Racer. I want to see. Let's see if he can get that improvement going into through sector 2. Dogs have got something, bit of a fans of Clean Racer. Sorry about that. A bit of oversteer, a bit of a twitchiness coming out of here. He's got to be nice and calm through here. Let's hope that works. Back on the power. A bit slow, too slow in the entry. I am missing all of the splits. Let's see, how else have we got? So Ghost is in. Let's go through those top Detox there. Still not broken that 59. I really want to see that in the last 5 minutes. I think we can safely do that. The SL Man there in second place with a 201. Snidey and SL Man are close. That bodes well. No improvement from SL Clean Racer there. Now, how's Hasari doing on that split? Are we going to see an improvement in that split? Looks like he might have had a bit of a slowdown. Eddie's on an outlap. Both on a flyer, not communicating. Let's hope they can keep this clean. Yeah, this is clean and detox. Ooh, those fast suspensions need to be relaxed a bit. Yeah, that was a good save. Got to give you that, Badger. Thanks for sticking with us. Right, how are we doing? We got an improvement there. Is he going to use the slip strain down the straight? Eddie up a second here. This is good from Eddie. He's nailed the first sector. Let's see how he gets through. Nice and patience, feeding that power in. Nicely done. That was good. That was neat and tidy there from Eddie. And let's see how we get going through here. Right, a bit of brakes, lift off. Could have, I reckon, dropped down a third on that. Maybe better throttle out, but he's not done too badly. That's good. Right, how are we getting on? Quick through there. But are we going to see improve in sector 2? Onto the grass a bit there. So 2.5 seconds up from Eddie. Great time. So we're in for the 202s. This could put him into 4th place, and Rob Ghost, if he can keep it together in the last sector. Difficult corner this. Either lose a lot of time, gain a lot of time. But he's back on the straight. And there we are on the brakes. Welcome to who else is viewing today. If you want to get involved in this championship, more than welcome to add me on Xbox, NKRT Thor. And we'll get you added to the Discord group. Great bunch of guys. Try and keep this as nice and clean as possible. There we go. Fantastic time from Eddie there into the 201s. He's been slow in the last 2 minutes getting into 4th place. And now, is he going to be able to chase down SL Man for this 3rd place? See how he does in these 2 corners. Nice on the corner there. Back on the power. And is he going to get there? This is the difficult corner. Getting on that power. Running a tiny bit wide there. But he's back on the power, pushing through. Don't worry, Badger, I'll remind you, it's a Wednesday. Right, let's see how he does. Has he made improvements? Slight drop down there, but only 0.019, so everything to make up. This is where he was quick before, through this corner. Made a tremendous amount of time up, running through Sector 2 last time. Into 4th. I think he can drop down a 3rd, get a bit more power out of this corner. He's still got a few tenths left in here as well. Yeah, so he's sticking in 4th, which is up to him. It's where his car's set up and where he feels comfortable. And this is where he's going to be quick. Are we going to see an improvement of time? Here we go. Running a bit wide there. And there we go. That's the difference onto the grass. I think that's going to cost him greatly. There we go. Now I think that's going to... Let's have a detox in the pit. We got Snidey. See how... I've got to give it to him. Now that's holding it. Could have lost that. Could have been a big spin. It's not going to do him well on the time. Don't think we're going to have much movement now with 25 seconds to go. Looks like SL Man's down. Ghost, unfortunately, doesn't get anywhere. Asari is still in the pits. Now, how are we going to get with clean? Are we going to see an improvement? I'd like to think we are. Still a respectable time, a 2:04. practicing pit stops, that is a very wise idea. That can cost you dearly if you get that wrong. 10-second penalty can be picked up very, very easily, cost you the win in this race. So Detox and Snidey both in the 2 minutes, fantastic times. Unfortunately, we didn't look like we got dropped down to a 1:59. I know Detox and Snidey both have that capability and got that there. So let's have a look at what the places are. So we have Detox. I'll do that in a minute. Looks like Eddie had a bit of a grid penalty, but let's have a rundown and see where we have finished. So we've got Detox in first, we've got Snidey in second, SL Man in third place, Ghost in fourth. Fortunately, Eddie looked like he had a penalty, not sure exactly what. Pit lane violation. There we go, easily done. I did it in the race before. Hasaria in sixth, Reload in seventh, Clean Racer in 8th, and Evil Jupiter in 9th. Let's hopefully they keep it nice and clean. I have to say, money's on Detox or SL Man, but anything is possible. As we saw last week, consistent times can win you the race. You're all very well and good getting a sub 2 minute, but got to keep it consistent. So what have we got here? I think we're going to stick on. I'm going to keep on SL Man. It'd be interesting to see this. Let's hopefully Evil Jupiter keeps it clean. Had a problem in his last race with his power, but it's good to see him on board with us now. So they'll be setting up their fueling. I hope they have remembered to put their fuel in. I want to get some splits going here. I'll leave the splits actually. Right, here we go. Good luck, everyone. Getting those revs going. Right, lights are green, green, green. Looks like a slow start from Snidey there. Allows SL Man to get into second place. And Detox is away in first. Got to keep that Detox back. Unfortunately, looks like Hasaria and Reload had a bit of a tumble. Hasaria is still pointing in the right direction, which is fantastic. Evil Jupiter up into 6th, which is great. SL Man trying to pile that pressure onto Detox, keeping him at bay, forcing him to make a mistake. Whereas Clean Racer up into 3rd. Look at that. Kept out of trouble, kept it clean with Eddie in 4th. Hasaria in 5th place. So well done, Hasaria. Evil keeping it together there, but Snidey breathing down. Going rounds there. Not a bad race, well done to their Ghost, unfortunately. Looks like he's okay, no damage on these cars. Looks like they had a coming together, but Reload's got everything to make up now. Already about 11 seconds down. Snidey's had a spin, what a shame. What a shame. Looks like he's got quite a bit of damage there. Not entirely sure what's gone on there. I think we need to get back into the action. And there we go, Eddie up the outside. Piling the pressure on Clean Racer there. Let's hope he can keep himself and his composure together. Eddie's got to keep it clean here. Pile on that pressure. Really push them a bit more. Here we go. And what's the split there? 0.8 of a second. So he's got to be within that 0.6 really to make a difference. Eddie there. Moving it back. Hasaria's got a lot of work to do. Got an unknown quantity behind him, and he's very close. Hasaria's gone into the pits already. Must have picked a bit of damage up there, probably to get out of the traffic. Get that pit stop on earlier. Oh, there we go. Ghost is there. Looks like he's got some damper setup problems there. But he's back on track. Slight little contact with the wall there, but we'll get off there. But SL Man looks like he's done Detox there and is starting already to pull it away. And Clean Racer up to second. Where is happening with Detox today? Clean Racer's now up into second. Very impressed with him. Really started far back on the grid and made it up there. So fantastic there. And here we go. Got Eddie. Detox now is starting to pull that in. We know Detox has got the pace with him. And let's see what he can do. Oh, this is going to be some good racing here. Detox is not going to take this lying down. He's going to be piling the pressure. He's got everything to work for now, but he has the pace to bring this down. He's about 2 seconds quicker than these two guys. Not the place you want to go for an overtake, but there we go. He's giving it a go. Brave, I tell you. Detox has got some work to do. There he is. Already had a spin, already made a place up. Now he's going to be bearing down on Clean Racer, but SL Man's got no clean field in front of him, no real pressure at this moment in time, can start to pull it out. See how Eddie is doing. Ghost is there. Reload's doing well. Court starting to catch back up as well, and 2 seconds behind Ghost. We should start to see some times pulling in from him. Evil there, coming through. Hanger straight, I believe that is. Yep, there is. But Hasari is now hot on his tail. Had a pit stop, got that out of the way with. So we can't forget Hasaria. Pit stop's around 25 seconds. So he's done well to keep with it. He's there now. Hasaria will be slowly easing those times in. He's got the pace to do that. The people he's going to have to watch out in front is SL and SL Man and Detox there, going to really pile the pressure on. Let's have a look at see how Clean Racer does with this pressure. Detox all over the back of him. He's already got Eddie out of the way. There he goes, in with that 0.6. This is where he's going to be closing that gap, but the grunt of that SLS. There he goes, up to the inside, hard on the brakes. Now is he going to make it stick around this next complex? This is where SL, oh, Clean Racer on the brakes there. That was close, that was good. There's only one Badger. Right, here we go. So Detox has got by nice and cleanly. Clean Racer having to make a bit of an emergency stop there. But now is Eddie going to be closing the gap on Clean Racer? Clean Racer's setting some good times. Bit wide there. Is he going to get a slow down? That's the burning question. But he looks quick through here. Let's have a look closely. Where else have we got? This is quite the closest battle on track. Asaria is slowly pulling that time down. 30 seconds behind, now down to 29. So we're going to keep an eye on him as others make the pit stop. So lap 3 of 18. We are not doing too badly. What has happened there? Is that SL Man's made a bit of a mistake? Not sure entirely what happened to SL Man, but there he goes, straight into the pits as he had a problem. Be interesting to see what has happened there, but that has given Detox the lead back again. Shocking. Here we go. Is he going to do a pit? Not sure. SL Man in the pits as we've seen. Now Reload's bearing down on Clean Racer. This is all exciting. Too much to see out on track really to make a difference and see what's going on. Let's have a look. Clean Racer, and we have Reload behind him in 5th place. He is going to be making some progression on there, I can reassure you. So we've had SL and Hasari made a pit stop. Now, this is interesting that we have SL and Hasari now both made a pit stop. But SL managed to keep out in front of him. That a little off at the beginning there really made a major difference to his race. He's got everything to do now, but SL Man's made a mistake before, so he could make a mistake again. Evil's in the pits. Snidey still looks like he's damaged, but he's had his pit stop as well. Now he's going to be pushing hard. So The back 6, 7 and 8 have all had pit stops now. But Detox as well. Detox is pushing those track limits, it looks like, getting a few little warnings. But let's see where the times are. Considerably faster than the rest of the field. The only person close to him is Snidey down in 8th place. So he's really got a lot to do to try and gain this get back. Eddie into 2nd place, and Ghost is bearing down on him. So a good battle emerging here. Let's have a look and see how this goes. Ghost is all over him, but that McLaren's got some hefty old brakes on it, and also with that front splitter really making that work through these fast corners. That's where we see the dirty air. That's where the Lambo's going to struggle, but I reckon we could see him into the first of the hairpins. Good line through there. The Lambo's quick, but in that slipstream, is he going to make it under braking, closing that gap up? Is he going to be? Let's see if he gets back on that power nice and early. Ghost is really giving some pressure now to Eddie. He's not going to let this go down. And here we go, the battle of the V's out of here. Let's hope they keep it nice and clean. Oh, I'm sure Clean Racer's really going to make a go of this. See, Eddie and Ghost times are really indistinguishable at this time. Eddie looks like he's much smoother through the sector 2 so far. Has got out of the danger zone. He needs to be in front on Hanger Straight. He needs to be out of that 0.6 gap. Is he going to do it through the complex? Again, we're seeing tight between Clean Racer and Reload as well. Here we go. So is he within the time? He's in with his 0.6. Now it's down to who's got the less air force there. Eddie's setting, Ghost setting some good times. Eddie goes a bit defensive, but they both go for the line. Where's this going to lead? Oh, Eddie lost it. Oh, looks like Eddie's had a bit of a mistake. Let's go through. Ghost piling on that pressure there, and it has worked for him. So excellent driving there from Ghost. Unlucky from Eddie, but that's allowed Clean Racer into 3rd. And then Reload breathing down his neck. Very similar time from these two boys as well, keeping it nice and clean. Back on the power. Where are we now? Still incredibly close times from these two. Eddie needs to really step it up as well now. And how are we getting on with SL and Hassari and Snidey all closing this gap down? Only person that's really going to put pressure on Detox at the moment is SL, but Detox has got a habit of now pitting really late in the game. I can't see him coming in any earlier. Let's see, have a rundown, see how we're doing. Detox put in a 2:01 there, so incredible time from him. So good times there. We have Ghost in 2nd, so it looks like we've got the 2 Lambos in 1st and 2nd. Clean Racer in that SLS AMG, keeping Reload and not bowing to his pressure. That time is close. Any little mistake, any oversteer, any little loss of traction is going to majorly affect it. Then we got SL Man in 5th, closing that gap down now. But he's really got to keep on the pressure because Detox is going to be able to pit and escape the grasp of SL. Eddie in 6th place had a bit of a mistake the lap before. Let's see how his time is now. Now I always get the old pit straight muddled up there. Oops. Badger's saying, come on Eddie. I'd like to see him get some more times in. Then we've got Hasaria being nice and consistent. Hasaria is not going to let this down. Do it 2:05. See, he's going to, less fuel goes in, he's still going to get some better times. Snidey there, 47 seconds back now, so it's going to be a real close one. He's got a lot to work on. Evil Jupiter, less times, but it's good to see him out on track, keeping away from people, keeping there, and still keeping his times consistent. So well done, Evil Jupiter. And that red Porsche is one hell of a thing to look at as well. So Detox into the pits. This is interesting. This is unusual for Detox. Nearly taking him much later, but he's out of the pits already. And that's got then into third place. And then we see Ghost and Eddie also pitting as well. This is unusual. But he's still got a good hefty lead, good 6-second lead on SL Man. So I think the only real people to pit now managed to get past Reload already. Clean Racer out in first, so well done, Clean Racer. Badger saying he wishes everyone to win, don't we all? Some great racing going on here, some good pressure. Detox on an absolute flyer. Bit of a slower lap, but it's not surprising. I think we could see some good times from him in the second half of this race. Coming up to halfway. Right, Detox is closing down on Clean Racer. Let's see how he does now. Let's see how he gets on. Keeping those times tight. Clean Racer's still got to make his pits, and that's going to put him down a bit, the field a bit. Looks like we've had a bit of a mistake. Looks like Clean Racer's off, unfortunately. And that gives Detox the lead back. So a phenomenal race there. Looks like Reload is into the pits. We see SL and Clean Racer. Good teammates there. Oh, SL losing it. And that gives Clean Racer back into second. I think SL Man still had his pit stop. And then Ghost is now hot on his tail. Clean racing, nice and neat racing here. Ghost is really on his tail now. 0.3 of a second and closing that gap. Both of these have got some serious grunt. Welcome to some more viewers. Welcome to NKRT Sim Racing League. If you want to join us, add me on Xbox, NKRT Thor, and I'd be happy to get you invited into our Discord group and hopefully racing next week, one of the two championships. Let's see how we are doing. Please feel free to say, speak in the chat and see what you're thinking of the racing. Let's have a flick through. This is close. I kind of don't want to miss this there. And again, Clean Racer out in second place. That's great to see. Pulling out the lead. This is where he needs to be nice and clean. But SL Man now pulling away from Ghost. Right, we've got Hasaria and Reload. Both had a pit. That BM looking lovely as ever. Nice and planted. Nice and smooth. Right, Voodoo already asking what next week's track is. I believe it's going to be Monaco. Check in Discord. It will be in there. So Monaco's going to be an interesting one. Looking forward to commentating on that one, as it's going to keep it interesting. So Hasari and Reload very close, but I think Hasari is going to be starting to pull this out. Reload's come out from his pits. There we go. See Clean Racer making his pit stop now, and let's see how he does and where that's going to place him. And I think that's all of our cars actually, before halfway in the race distance, actually made their pit stops. Reload's having a look down the outside, must have got a better run out there. He's not going to let that go. Nicely through here. How are we going to do under braking? 0.4 of a seconds, bit too far out. But he's going to certainly let Hasaria know that he's there. He's not going to let that one go. And we've got Clean Racer and Snidey close as well. How are we doing on that? That's less than a second gap as well. Monaco equals Wreckfest. Yeah, I think there's going to be a few dates with the barrier and a few bumpers left on the track. I think we'll probably be able to build a whole car from the wreckage out there. I can't wait for that one. So Monday night again will be our practice night. This is looking good. This is looking tidy. So, how are we getting on now? This is close now. This is getting close now. This is where we're all bunching up. These four here. So we have Snidey, Clean Racer, and a bit of contact there from Snidey. And unfortunately, that's left him there. I'm going to need to review that a bit later on, because that was a bit of a sideswipe going on there, I think. But I want to review that before making any decisions. They should be sending in their replays to the marshals. Let's see what happens there. But still, Asaria, that has allowed him to pull away from Reload now in 5th, Snidey in 6th, Clean in 7th, Eddie down in 8th, and we have Evil Jupiter in 9th. We're going to do a bit of setup work for Evil Jupiter, give him something to focus on, but that will be good to see. So we have Detox in 1st, really starting to pull that last 8 laps, and a quite substantial 17-second lead there, so excellent results there. We have SL in 2nd, and we see Ghost in 3rd there. Couldn't really keep with SL, man. It's pulling away there, so that's good to see. Then we see Hasaria. Reload we see. And then Snidey. These three are going to be closing in quite... so what have we got here? Let's have a look at from Snidey to 0.8, 0.7 seconds to Reload, and then Reload is 0.5 seconds. So you're going to have to keep a little eye on these three racing together. Last 8 laps to go. Let's have a look at their lap time, see how we're doing. Hasaria that time with a 206, Reload with a 207, Snidey with a 203. So Snidey's really now chomping at the bit to make up the distance, and he's going for this into the chicane. It's going to be having less downforce on the front. He seems to be making it stick in that dirty air. Now, is he going to get the power out down Hanger Straight? And here we go. Closing that 0.1 second. He's got the draft on him. Coming in close. Taking a defensive line down Hanger Straight. Snidey goes out to the outside. Gets the brakes. Has he done it? Trying to go around the outside. Reload sticking to his guns there. Snidey looked like he had to back off a bit. Reload sticking it together. Oh, a bit of contact there. Second time from Snidey. But Reload holds it together. So well done to Reload. Good driving. And another bit of contact. I'm not liking this contact, boys. That's twice in there. I'm going to send your replays through. Come at the right time. We've got 4 viewers. Welcome to our channel. NKRT, Clean Racing. And we have Snidey and Reload really going toe-to-toe here. But what that's allowed Hasaria to pull out a bit. And pull the distance from just over 2 seconds to Snidey. So Snidey's going to have to really his work cut out in the last 7 seconds here. So where else are we? It's close between these three. really is the closest, and I want to see Snidey really work on pulling Hasaria in. Hasaria's not going to take this lying down. Welcome to the viewers. Put something in the chat box. Feel free to chat to us. And we can hopefully get you on our racing for next week. If you're new to the channel, this is NKRT. We have our Discord channel. Add me on Xbox and I'll send you the link, NKRT Thor, and we'll get you the link over it. And we have some close racing going on here, which is fantastic to see. Snidey is really starting to close that gap in, down under a second now. 2 seconds at the beginning of this lap. As we go on to Hangar Straight, he's not within the 0.6 seconds, so he's not going to get as much draft, but is he closing? Closing that, no, Sari's pulling away. Sari's going to be smooth under the braking there, back on that power, easing it in. Snidey looking like he's had a fair bit of contact. Sari taking a bit of a defensive line there, a bit of slow. Allow that Snidey to close in, but now we've got 7 seconds left. Let's see how he does down the straight. Points, closed it down to about 0.2 of a second now. Don't want to try and overtake through that corner. That's going to set you up for a fall. But Hasaria is cool under pressure. We know that. And there we have Snidey closing in that gap. Oh, looks like Jupiter's had a bit of a spin. And that's unfortunately allowed Hasaria Snidey through. Hasaria closing that, got all the work to do. Unfortunately, came across with a back marker. We saw in the race before, actually. Unlucky not to hit anyone. I think I went down from first to third place due to a spin. But that's thrown Hasaria off his game there. Unfortunate. But where else have we got any battles? It seems to be these two, but I'm going to do a rundown, see how we're all getting on. We see Detox running in first there. We have SL in second, having a nice trip down Hangar Straight well by himself. Detox has done fantastic to pull that 17 seconds out. And then we see Ghost in third. Snidey and Saria. Snidey's back on the power now, pulling out from Hasaria. Unfortunately, we saw that little incident with Evil Jupiter that's allowed him to pull out. But we're into the last 6 laps now, but still, anything can happen. Any issues can happen. And we got Reload. Reload's going to be there. Any mistakes, Reload's going to really start to make a difference on that, and see where it happens. Feathering that throttle in, probably a bit late on the power there. Snidey's pulling away from Hasaria now. Nice deep rumble from that BMW. Clean racer there. Unfortunate spin and a bit of a coming together as well, which was unfortunate. Hopefully he saved his replay. We'll be able to review that later. Any mishaps like that, send them through to myself, and more than happy to review them and make a decision. We saw Eddie there and Evil Jupiter there as well. Looks like he's had a bit of an incident with a barrier and probably struggling a bit. Plenty of fuel there, probably too much, 46 litres. Let's hopefully we've got all enough fuel in there. 27 litres for Detox, which is not bad going, should be fine. And Snidey's pulling away again. Unlucky for Hasaria that there was the back marker that spun that allowed him through. Can happen to anyone that's part of racing. Like to see him close down that gap, but Snidey with a 2:03 and Hasaria with a 2:06. Still got a long way to go if he's going to pull laps like that. But that's really allowed Reload to close up a tiny bit. And he carries on doing like that. It's going to be tight. So both of them 2:06 last time. That was my fault there. But Snidey with a 2:03. Now he's going to be closing Ghost down as well. It's 10 seconds to go, 5 laps. It's going to be tight, but he may do it. If he's going to be putting 3 seconds a lap in to Ghost, he's got a long way to go, but I don't know. I've got a good feeling about this. Well, hopefully we can see some a clean overtake going on there as well. Ghost, and he's really got to keep it nice and neat and tidy, no mistakes now, and it's going to be tight between them. See, there you go, Ghost with a 2:04, but Snidey coming in there with a 2:02. So really stamping his pressure on there. Oh, a bit messy going through there for Ghost, and that's again allowed Snidey to close in. So we've got a 9-second gap now, and let's have a look how that does on next lap. And if we're getting down to the 7-6 seconds, we are surely going to see a swap placed for 3rd and 4th. But is Snidey going to be penalised later if they send their replays through? Really start to see if that's a racing incident or something else. So all to play for now. Asari and Reload, again, very equal times. Asari is slightly faster on the nearly 2:06 dead. Reload 0.3 of a second slower. So it's close between those two as well. But there we go, Clean Racer. Pulling in a 2:05 there as well. So not far off, a 3-second gap. So again, 4 seconds, 4 laps left, and we're about 3.5 seconds. Again, this could be getting very, very close here. Let's have a look and go back to Ghost and Snidey, where we are on the timing. So we're still keeping this 9-second gap. Ghost is going to really have to put the pressure on now, keep that clean. No wide turns, keeping every exit, and we'll also hopefully see a time improving. So where are we coming into the final little complex before the pit straight? Let's see what time he's put in. It's got to be a quick time. If he's in the 2:05s, we're going to struggle. Where has he put it? 2:04. So this is close. Hopefully, or not hopefully, but let's see where Snidey comes in and see what time he's done. Has he allowed that time to stop? Well, 2:03. So we are just over a second quicker, but not Snidey's quickest lap ever. But we're still closing that gap down. He's down to 8 seconds, 3 laps to go. I think he's going to have to be incredibly quick to actually pull this one in. Looks like we've overestimated, but reloading clean. Are we seeing any times reduced? Worth checking Clean Racer's YouTube channel out as well. Having a look at some of the videos in there he's got in there. Loves his rallycross. Thankfully, we haven't seen too much rallycross today. But Detox still pulled a 20-second lead out, so incredible times there from Detox. We see Esselm in second place with a 2:04, and Ghost with a 2:04 as well. So tight times between these ones, about a 12-second gap. So can't see that one changing much unless there's going to be a big off. But any one of these corners can catch our drivers completely unaware. Snidey trying to close that gap down, but I think he's going to struggle to do this going forward. Ghost has now picked up the space and he's keeping that 8-second gap. 3 laps left, not long now. Again, he's half a second slower. There must be some damage on that car he's picked up. Definitely some front end damage, I'm sure. And that's going to majorly affect his time. Looks like we've all got enough fuel in our cars. Sari's not going to be happy with this. See reload there. Very equal times between 3rd and 4th and then 5th and 6th. Snidey sets an impressive time of a 2:02. Reduces that gap a bit more, piling that pressure. If Ghost is watching those times tumbles, he's going to be very, very aware of this. And we shall see what happens. Is he going to go to the bitter end fighting, or is he going to settle for his 4th place? Right, we see a Ghost there. I hope Voodoo, if you're watching, you're feeling a bit better. I heard you're not the wellest of boys at the moment. Get better for next week. You're going to need your energy for Monaco. Oh, running over the rumble strips there. That could cost him. But again, Snidey only 7.5 seconds back. He's going to struggle to really pull that in the next 2 or 3 laps. Only thing that can save him now is a mistake from Ghost, but he's looking settled. He looks like he's in a good rhythm. And I can't see that happening. See Snidey's engine there. Asari in 5th. Reload in 6th. We've got Clean Racer in 7th. Eddie in 8th. Looks like we're having a few little issues there. Hopefully he's keeping out of people's way. I wonder where he had an off. Detox pulling away. Setting nice steady times. Pulling out that gap as well from SL Man. Tyres are going off now. We're starting to see some understeer happen, and time on the grass. Still no penalties in this, which is great to see. Let's see how we're getting on. Anyone close? No, it doesn't look like the only people that are close are Reload and Clean. Some very close racing from those two. But Hasaria, here we go. Hasaria in Clean Racing. Very tight. Clean Racing's doing a good job at holding them all at bay. Very equal time, slightly fast, 0.6 second faster than Reload. But I don't think that's going to do him enough in the last couple of laps here. Penultimate lap. Snidey's still trying to close down. We've got that down to 5 seconds. A bit too much too late to get close to him on the last lap and make a move. Hopefully Ghost doesn't make a mistake. I think these are the 2 closest boys on track at the moment. How are we getting on now? So coming on to the last lap for Detox. Well, Detox on his last lap now. Great race from him. Really quite a settled race. Some good times in qualify, some good times in the race. There we go, onto the old pit straight. 50% brakes, tap it down into 4th and then carry on going. So where are we, SL? Seeing Ghost there. Snidey. Right, here we go. Detox coming up for the last couple of corners here. 18 laps, some good times from Detox. Excellent race. Hopefully we get a bit of a flash of lights. Got his lights on now. And there we go. Lovely race from Detox, so well done. And a flashing of lights, so well done to Detox. An amazing lead there, 23-second lead. Well done. Thank you for joining us. If you've just joined us, NKRT League. Add me as a friend on Xbox, NKRT Thor, and we'll get you invited. There we go, SL Man in second place there. Great result from him. And then we see Ghost coming in at third. Unfortunately, doesn't look like Snidey caught him, kept him at bay, so excellent result there. Well done. Flashing of lights, good man. And then we see Snidey coming up for fourth place. A good result from Snidey there. Reload and Asaria, Clean Racer. Some good racing from them, nice and close. Back on the power. Oh, what a shame. A few more laps, we would have had that very close to Clean Racer there. Excellent result. Well done, boys. Some good racing. And then we see Asaria in seventh place. And then we see Eddie coming down Hanger Straight in eighth place. I dread to think if I go and watch what's going on over there. So some donuts there from Detox. Excellently done. Celebrate. Well, where was Asaria there? And look at that. Clean Racer and SL having a little conversation. Teammates there. Some excellent driving there. Where's Asaria? He's always... No donuts there from Asaria. Thank you. Not sure where Reload's gone. And there we see the line crossing there. So let's have a rundown of the results. So well done to Detox in first place, SL Man second, Ghost in third, Snidey in fourth, Clean Racer in fifth place, Asaria sixth, Reload seventh, Eddie eighth, and Evil Jupiter ninth. So next week, come and join us. We'll be at Monaco. If you want to get involved in our racing, NKRT Thor, add me on Xbox and I will send you the link to our Discord. Be great to see you on track. We have a good couple of championships running at the moment, but it'll be fantastic to see you on track with us. Practice is Monday nights. At about 6 o'clock, do 40 minutes practice, 20 minutes quali, and then normally a full distance race to get grips with our cars. Friendly, great bunch of guys. So well done everyone, and I shall see you all next week. So well done.